What if I told you that the secret to a patio that looks like it belongs in an architectural digest spread isn't hiding behind a contractor's invoice, but sitting right there on the shelves of your local dollar store and craft store? And I'm not talking about the usual string lights everyone slaps up and calls it a day. I'm talking about ideas so elegant, so deliberately styled, that people will walk onto your patio and immediately assume you hired someone. Stick around, because idea number 6 literally made my neighbor ask me for my designer's contact information. I didn't have one to give her. Hey there, welcome to Nature Nest TV, where we prove that the most beautiful outdoor spaces aren't built with big budgets. They're built with smart thinking and a little creativity. If you're new here, you just found your favorite place on the internet. And to everyone coming back, you already know what we're about. Let's get into it. We're about to walk through 12 small patio ideas that look genuinely expensive, cost almost nothing to pull off, and require zero special skills to execute. And before we dive in, if you're tired of your patio looking like an afterthought and you're ready to actually fix that, hit that subscribe button right now. I drop new ideas every single week, and trust me, you do not want to miss what's coming next. All right, idea number 1. Terracotta Pot Towers as sculptural focal points. Every patio needs as a focal point, something your eye travels to first when you walk outside. Without one, the space just feels flat and unfinished no matter what else you do. Professional landscape designers charge hundreds just to identify and create that anchor moment for you. Here's what nobody's telling you. Terracotta pots stacked at graduating sizes, largest on the bottom, smallest on top, create an instant sculptural tower that looks like it was sourced from a high-end garden boutique. Grab 3 or 4 pots in different sizes. Secure each one with a little waterproof adhesive so wind doesn't rearrange your vision overnight. Plant trailing rosemary in the top pot and let it spill downward. Fill the lower tiers with thyme or creeping jenny so the whole structure looks like it's overflowing with life. Here's why this works so beautifully. The vertical element draws the eye upward, which makes your patio feel taller and more spacious than it actually is. I built one of these in the corner of my patio that used to just collect dead leaves and nothing else. 3 neighbors have asked me where I bought the planter. I made it. Total cost, under $12. Idea number 2, gravel patches as instant ground definition. Small patios feel chaotic when there's no visual separation between zones. Everything bleeds into everything else, and the whole space reads as one confused area instead of a designed outdoor room. Here's the fix, and it costs almost nothing. Decorative gravel or pea gravel laid in a defined patch creates immediate ground-level definition that anchors furniture, separates planting areas, and makes the whole space look intentional. Pick up a few bags, lay down a simple weed barrier underneath, and pour the gravel into whatever shape defines your seating zone or garden border. Here's the part that really sells this. Gravel doesn't require any maintenance. It naturally suppresses weeds, and it photographs incredibly well because of the texture contrast it creates against greenery and furniture. I defined my entire seating area this way. The difference was immediate. It went from a slab of concrete with chairs on it to an actual designed outdoor room. People notice it within seconds of walking outside. Idea number 3, single color plant palettes for a high-end look. This is the mistake most people make, and it silently kills the look of an otherwise decent patio. Too many colors, too many textures, too many competing plants, all fighting for attention at once. It looks busy, it looks accidental, it looks cheap, even when the individual plants are beautiful. Here's what professional garden designers actually do. They commit to 1 or 2 colors maximum and repeat them throughout the space. Pick white and green, or dusty purple and silver, or deep burgundy and bronze. Then buy every plant you can find in those tones and arrange them across your pots, your borders, your hanging containers. The restraint is what reads as expensive. Your eye moves through the space smoothly instead of jumping around trying to process 20 different things. I switched my patio to an all-white and green palette last season. Same pots, same furniture, same layout, completely different feel. 3 people asked me if I redecorated entirely. I just edited the colors. Idea number 4, stacked cinder block shelving as plant display. Cinder blocks sound like the opposite of elegant. I know exactly what you're thinking, and I thought the same thing. But here's the truth that high-end landscape designers quietly use all the time. Stacked cinder blocks painted in a single matte color White, charcoal, or terracotta becomes sophisticated modular shelving that holds plants at varying heights and creates incredible visual structure on any patio wall or fence line. Stack them in a staggered pattern 2 or 3 levels high. Paint the whole arrangement before you position your pots. The paint is what transforms them from construction material to intentional design element. Fill each hollow opening with a small pot or tuck trailing plants so they spill out of the gaps. The height variation is what makes this look designed rather than improvised. Lowest pots in front, tallest in back, trailing plants breaking up the rigid edges. I built a 3-tier version against my back fence, and the first time a friend saw it, she genuinely thought I'd installed custom shelving. I did not. I spent $8 and an afternoon. Idea number 5. Outdoor fabric panels as instant privacy walls. Nothing makes a small patio feel more luxurious than enclosure. That sense of being in your own private world, even if you're 3 feet from your neighbor's fence. Professional privacy screens and outdoor curtain systems run anywhere from $80 to $300 depending on size and material. Here's what you do instead. Tension wire strung between 2 fence posts or patio columns. Outdoor fabric panels clip directly onto that wire with simple rings, and suddenly you have flowing soft privacy curtains that move in the breeze and make your patio look like an outdoor room pulled straight from a luxury resort catalog. Choose neutral tones: cream, white, linen, or soft gray. These read as intentional and elevated. Bright colors fight with your plants and your furniture. Pull them closed when you want total privacy. Tie them back when you want the space to breathe. The whole setup costs under $15 and takes 20 minutes to install. Nobody walking onto your patio will believe that number. Idea number 6. This is the one I mentioned at the beginning. Solar lanterns clustered at different heights. Garden lighting, done right, does more for your patio than any other single element. It adds warmth. It adds dimension. It extends the hours you actually get to enjoy the space you've worked so hard to create. Professional outdoor lighting systems run into the hundreds easily, sometimes more. Here's the secret. Solar lanterns, in varying sizes clustered together at different heights, create a lighting moment that looks curated and intentional rather than functional and cheap. Don't line them up. Don't space them evenly. Cluster 2 or 3 together on a small side table. Tuck one at ground level near your largest planter. Hang one from a low branch or a hook on your fence. The varying heights create depth. The clustering creates intimacy. And because they're solar, there's no wiring, no electricity cost, no installation beyond pressing a stake into the ground or setting one on a surface. When the sun goes down and these come on automatically, the effect is genuinely magical. My neighbor walked over on the second evening and stood there for a full minute before asking me who installed my lighting system. The answer was me, in about 12 minutes, with no tools. Hey, quick pause here because we're about to get into the back half of this list, and honestly, some of the best ideas are still coming. If you're already picturing your patio looking like this, do me a favor and hit that like button right now. It helps Nature Nest TV reach more people who need these ideas and deserve a beautiful outdoor space without the brutal price tag. Drop a comment below telling me which idea you're trying first. I read every single one. All right, back into it. Idea number 7. Painted terracotta pots in a single metallic finish. Plain terracotta is beautiful in its own right, but here's a 10-minute upgrade that takes basic pots into boutique territory. Metallic spray paint. Specifically, copper, aged gold, or matte bronze applied to plain terracotta creates a finish that looks handcrafted and expensive in a way that plastic pots never will no matter what you do to them. Spray lightly and don't aim for full coverage. A slightly uneven application, where the natural terracotta shows through in patches, looks more intentional and artisan than a perfectly uniform coat. It looks like something you sourced from a specialty ceramics shop. It looks like it cost $40 per pot. It did not. Group these in odd numbers, always. 3 or 5 together against a wall, on a step, along a fence. Odd groupings read as designed. Even groupings read as accidental. This is the single fastest upgrade on this entire list. 10 minutes per pot, a few dollars in spray paint, results that completely change the character of your patio. Idea number 8, vertical pallet planter as a living wall feature. Vertical space is the most wasted resource on a small patio. Every inch of wall or fence you leave bare is a missed opportunity to add life, texture, and the kind of lush layered look that makes small spaces feel abundant instead of cramped. A single wooden pallet, mounted securely to your fence and lined with landscape fabric, becomes a living wall planter that holds 12 to 16 small plants in its horizontal slats. Fill it with trailing herbs, succulents, or colorful annuals, depending on your sun situation. The whole structure, once the plants fill in, looks like a feature you planned from the very beginning of your patio design. Here's why this impresses people so consistently. Living walls are associated with high-end restaurants, hotels, and designer spaces. Seeing one in a home garden immediately signals that the person who built this knows what they're doing. You will know what you're doing because I just told you, and it costs almost nothing to execute. Idea number 9. River rock mulch in all your containers. This one is small, and it costs almost nothing, and it makes a disproportionately large difference to how finished and expensive your containers look. A thin layer of decorative river rocks laid on top of the soil in each of your pots does 3 things simultaneously. It hides the bare soil that makes containers look unfinished and cheap. It retains moisture so you water less frequently. And it adds a clean, polished surface detail that makes each pot look like it was styled rather than just planted. The visual difference between a pot with bare soil showing and the same pot with a neat layer of river rocks on top is remarkable. Same plant, same pot, completely different impression. I did this to every container on my patio in one afternoon. The whole patio looked more pulled together immediately. Not because anything structural changed, but because that finishing detail told every eye that landed on it that someone cared about this space down to the last detail. Idea number 10. A dedicated potting table as a functional patio feature. Most people hide their gardening supplies. Bags of soil shoved under the porch, tools leaning against the fence, a general sense of gardening chaos hovering just off to the side of the space they actually want to enjoy. Here's a reframe that changes everything. A small potting table, even a basic folding table, dressed up with a weather-resistant cover and a few well-chosen accessories, becomes a design feature rather than an embarrassment. Paint an old side table in a matte exterior color that matches your palette. Add a few hooks on the side for small tools. Display a couple of beautiful pots waiting to be planted. Let it become part of the intentional design rather than something you apologize for. This works because a styled potting station signals abundance. It says this person gardens seriously and beautifully, and the whole patio picks up that energy. Guests are drawn to it. They want to look at it, and you want to use it, which means you actually maintain your garden more consistently. Everybody wins. Idea number 11. Stepping stones as patio pattern and pathway. Even on a concrete patio, laying decorative stepping stones in a deliberate pattern creates visual interest at ground level that makes the whole space feel more designed and considered. You can lay them directly on top of existing concrete as a surface treatment. No installations required, no tools, no skills. Choose stones in a consistent color family. All slate tones, all warm sandstone, all pale gray. Consistency at ground level pulls the whole space together the same way a rug anchors an indoor room. Place them in a path from your door to your seating area, or arrange them in a grid pattern across a gravel section. Here's the detail that separates this from looking like you just threw some rocks down. Leave equal spacing between each stone. That regularity signals intention. It says this was planned. And when something looks planned, it looks expensive even when the materials themselves cost almost nothing. Idea number 12. The forever idea. A dwarf citrus tree in a statement pot. I saved this one for last because it's the idea that keeps giving. A single dwarf citrus tree, lemon, lime, or kumquat, planted in the largest, most beautiful pot you can find, becomes the living anchor of your entire patio. Everything else you do with furniture, lighting, plants, and decoration radiates outward from it. Here's why this reads as expensive and intentional immediately. A mature, potted citrus tree signals patience and commitment. It says whoever tends this space has been doing it long enough to grow a tree in a pot. It commands attention. It smells incredible when it blooms. It produces actual fruit, which is the most elegant thing a patio can offer a guest. The pot matters here. Go as large and as beautiful as you can reasonably afford. The tree itself grows into its home, and over 2 or 3 seasons becomes the kind of statement piece that people photograph when they visit your patio. I planted mine 3 seasons ago in a terracotta pot I painted in matte copper. It has bloomed twice, produced lemons once, and received more compliments than every other element on my patio combined. That's something no furniture set and no lighting system can compete with. So there you have it. 12 small patio ideas that look genuinely expensive, cost almost nothing to execute, and are completely within reach this weekend with one trip to the store and a free afternoon. The thing I want you to take away from this more than anything else is this. Expensive-looking outdoor spaces are not about expensive materials. They are about restraint, repetition, and that finishing detail that tells every eye that walks through your space that someone cared about every inch of this. You can be that person. You already are. If this video helped you see your patio differently, hit that like button right now and subscribe to Nature Nest TV so you never miss what we drop next. I have seasonal guides, budget transformations, and more ideas like these coming every single week. Now, go make your patio something you're actually proud to sit in. I'll see you in the next one.